So, y'all know I try to stay out of messy stuff. Um, but there is a message here for the collective about a couple getting into it, getting into a bit of a I was gonna say scuffle. Hopefully, we're not doing any of that, guys. Come on, it's 2026. Yeah, just having words. We'll say that. Definitely, it did not get physical. Okay, let's make that very clear. But verbally, they got into it. Okay, an argument. You caused a couple to get into an argument. Let's talk about it. Somebody you used to hang out with. It could have been like a mutual friend, maybe even somebody you went on a few dates with. I don't know. It's one of the two. Okay. Um, Things just. I mean, they never were serious, but they seriously hoped they were, if you know what I mean. And I think there were a lot of factors as to why nothing serious came about. Why does my phone keeps wanting to cut off? I hate that. I don't know why it keeps doing that. But there was a lot of things that factored into it. Now that you have both grown, this person thinks about if you were still in each other's lives, where would the relationship be? Um, had they stuck around, had you stuck around, had you guys, kept some of the same friends, kept in touch, how would life be different? You know, and they've moved on, you've moved on, but they're in a relationship. You're not in a relationship. I think that recently, what Spirit is saying is they checked up on you, okay? And one way or another, whoever they're with found out. Whether they just looked you up on social media, whether they were looking through old text threads, old photos, all the above, I don't know. But one way or another, or for some of them, they reached out to somebody they thought was still close with you to ask how you were, just to find out y'all two weren't close anymore. Like, you literally started over. You just literally said fuck it and started over. They admire this about you. They just admire you. They see how you are more comfortable in your individuality. They see how you are well spoken. They see how you're not as shy. You're not as nervous or anxious. They see that you have developed social skills, you've developed business skills, and your critical thinking, your IQ is continued to develop, and you learn your lessons, and you're just kind of chilling, being creative, doing your thing, vibing. They love your vibe. You've always had such a great vibe to this person. But for whatever reason, they felt like they had to maybe stay loyal to a certain group or a certain person that you no longer wanted to associate with. And they felt that they had to choose a side, and they did. But like I said, here recently, they've been thinking a lot. It's 111, by the way. They've been thinking a lot about the things you used to say, the times y'all used to share, how you were always a genuine person. Like I said, they watch you on social media. And after years of just trying to figure you out, trying to find something wrong, something bad about you, to expose you, to feel right, to feel validated. It just, they realized that they were longing for your energy. Okay, someone may have literally, while they're in a relationship, had the epiphany that they love you, or that they were in love with you, or that they are in love with you. This person had, at one point, a lot of love for you. And they know that that never should have changed, but they allowed sort of the situation that they didn't understand to its full extent. They allowed that to cause a distance between the two of you that was irreparable, or I guess that's how you say that, right? Like, it just couldn't be fixed, right? And they ended up getting into an argument with their significant other, because their significant other found out that they were doing whatever they were doing, not cheating, but, you know, emotionally wondering, I guess you could say, right? They still obviously think of you a lot. They think of you enough to try to check up on you, or try to, you know, watch your social medias or whatever. And it's just gotten to the point where their significant other is pretty fed up with it. Like, this person is low-key obsessed with you, not in like a creepy way, but they're obsessed with you, because y'all were so close at one point, or seemingly, right? This could have been a friend you had of the opposite gender, or for some of you, same gender. I don't even know why I said opposite gender. Just somebody there was maybe an unspoken something with. And yeah, let's just say that they are left wondering about you, because they never really got to scratch that itch. And what I mean by that is they just never really got to know you the way that they wanted to get to know you, if you know what I mean. But this isn't even that type of reading. That factors into it. Like, they probably fantasize about you. They probably have all sorts of thoughts about you. Because they realized, like I said, that they didn't want to have bad thoughts about you. At one point, they were very upset and angry at you. So just teaming up with whoever didn't like you felt good in the moment, but that feeling wore off, and they don't feel that way anymore. And now they're like, wait, you're gone for real? Wait, you're actually gone for real? And it's fucking them up a little bit. I don't think that I don't see that this relationship they're in is gonna last very long. Take from that what you will, but it's just the other person's getting fed up, and they've been emotionally detached for probably months, and I don't think it's changing, right? There's been no signs that it's changing, and they're really gonna have to sit with some self-reflection and let you go, because maybe even in the past they thought that you were doing some weird like shit on them to get them up, like to like think about you or be attached to you in whatever way, and you just weren't. You just weren't. They just always felt a heavy pull towards you, attraction towards you, and they didn't act on it, and now they know that it's too late. Anyways, that's the reading. I think that's the last one for the night. If you fuck with my content, follow me on Instagram. and YouTube. Links are in my bio. All right. God bless.